Alright YouTube, how's it going? Buster here. Went and bought another bass. So this came up yesterday, it was up for a day, and I contemplated, I didn't see it until I came home yesterday, so I was away working down south from Monday to Thursday. Came home about 3 o'clock, sat down for a cup of tea, do what I usually do, go through Facebook Marketplace, go through Gumtree. This was on for a day. Guy was asking 150 quid for it. Couldn't say no to that, but me being me, I offered him 130, and he said, if you come and get it now, you can have it for 130, so literally was in the house for an hour, jumped in my car, straight down to, just down the road actually, paid £130 and I had it within the hour. So it came with, obviously the bass, nice leather strap, a hard case, and one of these Vox headphone bass amps. So I did say in a video before, I kind of done my own one. I'll give this a try and I'll do a review on it once I've gave it a wee shot for a couple of weeks, let you know what I think of this. I've had a wee go at it already and it is actually pretty good for what it is. So I might get the Black Star one next, and there's another one, a basement one I think I'll get, then try them. So about the bass, it's a Hohnor B bass in walnut, which is really nice. This thing is in mint condition, so it's from the 90s, so these came out late 80s, early 90s. This is in mint condition, considering it's nearly 20 or 30 years old. Alright, nice. No, I'm 30 years old, nearly 30-year-old this is. In mint condition. The gold hardware, normally the gold hardware will go kind of bronzy colour or brass colour. These are still bright gold. Graphite nut, rosewood fretboard, walnut body. It's got the licensed Steinberg bridge, which I'll go through in a minute. It's got select AMG pickups, branded Hohnor. Now, I've seen a few of these online that are the same age as this, and this all wears away, this gold writing, and it just shows you this is still in mint condition. Jack's a wee bit loose, but it still works fine. It's got a scarf joint, 3-piece straight through neck. You can actually see the 3 pieces going from the bottom of the guitar all the way up to the neck. Got the wings, active EQ system with active and passive switch. Good thing with these is if the battery's not in it, you can still play the bass. So if the battery wears out, it will still work as a passive system. It's only when you flick it this way and the light comes on that you need the battery. On the back as well, it's got an active EQ set screw. It's very similar to the Court. These are made in Korea. These. I've literally not done anything to it since I picked it up yesterday. I've not took strings off, I've not cleaned the fretboard, nothing. And this thing is in mint condition. Full gold hardware. Now the bridge, you notice it's very similar looking to the we'll call it the Steinberg, but it's not, it's obviously the Hohnor, licensed by Steinberg. When you say Steinberg, everybody always thinks of the black one, the wee coffin shaped one, headless. That came out at the same time as this, late 80s, early 90s. So they brought out the B2A, which was 2 humbuckers, active system. The B2, which was double humbucker, passive system. So the B2A had the same as this, active circuit switch. The B2 didn't have that, it was just basic humbuckers. Then you had the Hohnor Jack, which had jazz bass pickups, a body like this, but headless, so you tuned it at the bottom, so the tuners would come out the bottom of the bridge here. Some of them came with detuners as well, which is this has got, it's got the lever which is detuner. So what basically happens is when you tune your string to E, then you flick the switch, it drops it down to D. So that's what that does. Basically what these do, these narrowed knobs here, normally in a Steinberg headless you would find them coming out the bottom, that would be what tunes your double ball end strings. Basically these are it's like a fine tuner. So there's an Allen key at the side, you undo that, then you can move the saddles front and back, up and down. So then you get your intonation as close as you get, you lock it up, and then you would use these knobs to fine tune your intonation, so you get a more fine tune. Normally what you do, you loosen off the screw just slightly, so you've got a wee bit of movement but they're still kind of tight, then you would fine tune it and just lock it back up again. So that's basically what that bridge does, and it is solid bridge. Active EQ system is quite strange. When it's passive, it's just the volumes that work. The bass and treble doesn't. It's only when you flick it to active is when the bass and treble work, which is very strange because you would think it would have a tone knob for when it was just in passive mode, but it doesn't. I'm sure the B2A that I had has got that, so you've got a volume for each pickup, you've got a tone for a master tone, and then when you put it onto active you've got a bass and treble. But as you see, it doesn't work. So this is it's on passive, doesn't do anything. It's only when you put it on the active it works. Even scratchy. It is 30-year-old. That'll wear out. I'll put some contact cleaner on it. It's quite strange that way. So D tuner. So this is E. You actually hear it drum. If you can see the lights on this, or if you can see that, when you flick that, it's registering E. Then it's registering D when you do the lever. You find this in a lot of Duff McKagan's bass has got a hip shot D tuner, which is because he plays a lot of stuff in his guitar, the way he tunes up, it's weird. He actually tunes half a step down, but some songs he does with Velvet Revolver, standard tuning, and then you need to do a song halfway through set where he needs his top string drop D. So D, I'll let you hear it. So what I'll do is, there's no point in touching any of these just now. So this is bridge neck pickup. That's passive mode, just neck pickup. Going from my BH250 through my 4x12, no effects on whatsoever. In fact, I've got a wee bit of, I'll turn that off so you get pure the sound. It did have some chorus on it, but I'll turn that off. So remember, this is the bridge pickup, still passive mode. So flick the active switch. If I will do both pickups on. Active switch on, both pickups, bass and treble all the way off. You hear a drop there, so this is the active system. So what I'll do is I'll turn the bass. That's the bass going up all the way on the active system. bass and treble up full, active system, flick the switch or the lever. Now the top strings drop D. So that's, you can go from standard tuning to drop D. So there you go, that's the B-Bass by Hohnor. As I said, I did say I was buying no more basses, but I couldn't resist this. There's no way I could resist this. I'll just give you a wee mirror closer up to it. So solid walnut, straight through neck. This is the only second bass I've ever owned. It's been, in fact, that's a lie. The Hohnor B2As are straight throughs as well. Well, the ones I had did. So I've had 4 of them. So for the original Steinberg that I got 96, which I eventually sold, which I wish I didn't. Then I've got another B2A. I got a B2A and then I sold that. Then I bought a brand new B2A, probably 2000, and they were still selling them. Sold that, and I got another one from a guy. He used to have a stall in the Barras. The switch was broken. I got it off and fixed it. That was the last one that I owned. That technically I still own, but my mate's got it. So I've not seen him for about 6 years, so I don't know if he's still got it or not. No spoke to him. Kind of lost contact with him, so I don't know if he's still got it. Anyway, that's basically straight through. The other straight through one that I own is the Rickenbacker copy. This is a lovely bass. Lovely bass. They did do a bolt-on neck version of this as well, but it didn't have the Steinberg bridge. the loads of them came out at that time. I don't know if Hohnor still make these. I don't think they do. From what I can read, I think they stopped production of these in 2000. But this is a 90s one. And how you can tell it's a 90s one is the H in the top. They stopped putting that H on them in 98. And then they put a kind of block H on them from 98 to 2000. So this is pre-98, this one. The guy I bought it from said he bought it brand new in 1990. So that's how I'm saying it's a 90s one. Don't think he played it. I think he basically bought it, put it in a hard case, and he's not touched it since. So it's 30-year-old in pretty much brand new condition. There's not a mark, scratch, nothing on it. There's a wee bit of shine just at this pickup here, whereas obviously wear has shined it, but it's not marked it. If I really wanted to, I could just put a wee bit of wire roll over that and put it back to this satin finish. Neck's beautiful. Nice piece of wood. I can safely say that I'll not be selling this one at all. I'll be keeping this. Frets, there's no damage to the frets, no damage to the fingerboard. Just needs a clean, which I've not done yet, because I just was too excited and started playing it straight away. Didn't want to strip it and clean it and then play it. I did play it straight away. Strings are still the ones that came on it when I bought it. Normally I change the strings, but decided just to keep them on. The only thing I had to do with the strings was the way he put the strings on was weird. Rather than putting it down through the machine head, he had it just cut out like a guitar and tightened up. This one was wound the wrong way, so I just fixed the strings, tuned it back up, tuned the fine-tuned intonation with these narrowed knobs. done the E string, you drop it as the D. That's it, that's all I did. You find these on the hohnor jack, because normally where these are, there'd be wee horns here that protects the narrow the tuning knobs, and these are at the end of them. The wiring's not been touched, it's in mint condition. So there you go, that's a Hohnor B-Bass from 1990. This will be getting kept, this one. If anybody's interested, I'm thinking about selling the Squire katana. I'm not going to play it. I bought it because it came in a good deal. I'm not going to be cheeky, I'll tell you straight, what I paid for it is not what I'm going to be selling it for. So it's going to go up on eBay or Reverb, and it's going to eBay. I'm going to start the bid probably about 150 quid. So if anybody wants to make me an offer over 150 quid, feel free. All I can say is no. Or swap, I'll swap for something else. That's it. So, hope you enjoy the video. Might have another bass by next week, just depends what comes up, what I've got free money wise. But like I says, this was too good to pass up. Headstock's very similar to the Tanglewood 4K and that 5 string that I've got, but yeah, it's a lovely piece of wood. I'd probably prefer the headstock to be the walnut colour, but that is what it is. There you go. Hope you have a nice week. Catch you next week. Carry on.